Good morning, my friends. Welcome back to the den for today's shave, which is brought to us by Sterling Triumph. This soap is in the process of being discontinued. I'm a big fan of it, so I bought a second tub of it just so that I can have it. It's got a wonderful scent to it, and it has the usual performance of a Sterling soaps. Scent of it is Paco Rabanne Invictus. I don't know what that real thing smells like. I've only ever had the aftershave here, and I like it real well. And one of the reasons I've got it, using it today, is it's a very stable platform for today's experiment. I've often mused that, or wondered if a good soap and good technique will overbalance what people say is an inferior platform. And because we had a basement problem, there was stuff coming up, and this fell out of a box. And I said, gives me an opportunity to try a cartridge razor with 5 blades just going across the face. So what I'm going to do is try this on the side and try its Injector Type M ancestor, and see if a good technique and a good soap might counter any bad things that might come from a cartridge razor. So let's a little bit of water on our face, and we'll get started here. Love this soap. It's always, Sterling soaps are always good. It's my touchstone platform. I've got a whole bunch of them, all different flavors, and when new ones come out, I'll at least get a sample from them, and gotta try them, because they're all plenty slick, all lather about the same way, and just can't hardly beat it. I'm even gonna give the 5 blade monster thing a little bit of an advantage, because I'm right-handed. I'm gonna give it the advantage of being used on the right side of my face. Let's see if it can take advantage of that, if I can get it out of the Dadburg package. Come on. See if it can do its job in 2 passes. It's huge. Look at the size of the contact on her. You get a 3/4 of an inch of bladage going across. Yeah, I have not done a lot of cartridge razor, if at all, so I don't really know where this came from. I can feel it pulling the whiskers off. There's a bit of a tug, not uncomfortable so, but when you get that many blades contacting your face trying to get the whiskers off, there's going to be a little bit of a drag. And because this is a pivoting head, instead of coming to an angle and having a small contact patch, this thing is pivoting and trying to put the whole thing across your face, kind of like a road grader, just kind of pull the whole thing. Now, Injector M, I don't know how many shades are on this blade, but I can tell you that less tug from a single edge, as you have a smaller contact area. Could also be I'm used to it, but I'm gonna try to put that aside and try to be objective about it. First pass. Done. See how we're doing here. Pretty much the same. To be honest, across here, the 5-bladed one might have done a little bit better job. Let's rinse off and go for a second pass. So yesterday was the eclipse, and how many of you guys got a chance to get out and see that? We went out in the front yard and watched it. We were very close to the totality. Didn't feel like driving out and getting into the traffic and stuff, so we didn't travel to, and it wasn't very far, maybe 30 miles or so to get to where it was a total eclipse. But we knew there was going to be all kinds of traffic troubles. So we said, nah, let's we'll be satisfied with what we see, and then pictures and stuff will be what people who have better equipment and more skills to take pictures. And we'll spend more time enjoying the spectacle of the thing. Okay, well lathered. Let's do this one first now, this time. Going against the grain. What do you guys think? 2 passes or 3 passes? Let's just do 2 passes just to... against the grain, and then... or with the grain and pretty much against the grain. My whiskers don't go straight up and down, but more kind of at an angle like this to the center. So we're going to go dead up against the grain here with this second pass. And as I expected, that's going to be fine. So with fairly decent technique, we'll see how well this thing does. Yeah, you never know, it might give a more decent shade. The date on this package, let me see how old this thing is. There's a coupon on the back dated, expires December 1st of 2011. So, it's a 12-year-old razor. So I don't know what the new ones cost, but I gotta imagine they can't be any cheaper now than they were. So let's see what 2 passes feels like. Pretty close to the same, really. There's a little bit of here where I usually do, where I thought it was going to be the cartridge was going to be better. It equaled out. They're both kind of the equal amount of bristle here going across, because my grain kind of goes this way and I kind of... So let's... Yeah. Now what some fellows were saying is that the... I remember when double-edged blades came out, he says, you know, one pulls it out and then the other one gets it below the surface. Well, that's a bad thing, because you know that's where you get ingrown hairs, and you know I can't really tell a difference. I think I got pretty much the same shape either way, which kind of goes with my premise. What I was thinking is that if you have good technique, you can get a good shave with with a cartridge razor, but you may have the irritation, or of course the incredibly cartridge razors per blade is way more expensive than an injector blade. It might cost you a dime per blade, maybe a little more than that. But this thing, a cartridge, quite a bit more expensive. Then when you go to throw it away, you get this part, and that part gets thrown away. I don't know. Did I get? Okay, I got it back in. Good, so that I can use it again. There seems to be an awful lot more waste, as opposed to just a little piece of metal that comes out of this guy. And I'm sure maybe even people have found out how to recycle razor blades too. Let's give ourselves a little, there's lemon. It's a neat experiment, but I don't want to keep you guys from your busy schedules for my curiosity. I'd say with more feeling, I'm trying to really judge virtually the same from side to side. I'm going to say that you're going to get about the same shave if you're careful, if you use good soap, and that's where a lot of the difference between using a cartridge razor and because a lot of guys who use cartridge razor are using canned spoo, and that stuff is really bad for your skin. It's got a lot of the propellant and stuff leaches off the oils off your skin. They say it's got the emollients and stuff. It's not as good as an artisan soap for your skin. So I think even if you're a cartridge user, you can do yourself a lot of good by switching to a good soap. Artisan soaps, and they're available. I don't know, because it's been decades since I bought any kind of canned soap, so I can't tell you what that's going to cost you. But strictly from economic point of view, probably I would still stay with a more traditional type razor, be it a double-edged razor or a straight razor or injector. I would just soon stay with that. Ah, baby. Safety Cat must have surprised her that we're doing this. Yeah? Okay. Yeah, I hear you. She's kneeling down here, stretching out, being all luxurious. This is convenient. You got one item. You don't have a whole bunch of blades elsewhere, but you're going to have a container with 4 or 5 of these guys. And I don't know how many shaves you'll get out of one of these, because basically I'm pretty ignorant when it comes to cartridge razors, but I can tell you that the one shave, pretty much the same. You take this experiment, however, and do with it what you will. This is just my curiosity, and I just wanted to share that with you while I'm doing it. I'm Major Rich, and you'll find me at theshavingcodger.com. And find me on I nicked myself a little bit, huh? Find me on my webpage, safetycatstudios.com, or if you're finding me on YouTube, what the Safety Cat Studios shunts you over to YouTube. So, like and subscribe if you feel so inclined, and we will see you next time. Bye-bye.